Hello there, guys. I think I'm live. I was facing a couple of technical issues there, but I think all is good. Yeah, it is. It is. All is good. Hello, everyone. How are all of you doing? I hope all of you are well. Let me just have a look at a couple of things here real quick. Do not worry. All is good. There we are. There we are. Okay. I got worried for a sec. I went to hit live and then everything just failed. And I'm like, what? But we made it through. We made it through. We are here. So, see, I always find a way. I always find a way. YouTube can't stop me. I shouldn't say that too loud. They probably can stop me. But I hope all of you are good. Ah, man, we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, we go again. It's that time. First and foremost, I think it's only right to say to everyone fasting, Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. If you are fasting, it's the first day today. It's gone. Thank goodness. I don't want to watch Chelsea in the middle of it. We've eaten, we've drunk, everything's all nice. We are ready to go. So to everyone that is taking part, I hope it's a good festive period for all of you. And as for football related, let's talk football related now. Everyone that's here to watch Chelsea, be prepared to have your hearts broken. Be prepared to have your hearts broken. I'm not saying we are going to have our hearts broken. We've already had it broken. It's already been shattered, stamped on, smashed to pieces. We've already had that. But do be prepared for further damage. If you're not ready, then you've done something wrong. That doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. Chelsea versus Newcastle, I'll be honest, it can go either way. This is why I predicted in the preview yesterday that I reckon it's going to finish 1-1. Because I wouldn't be shocked. Newcastle are hit and miss. Chelsea can be very hit and miss. You just don't know what version of either side is going to show up. So I'm calling it straight down the middle and I'm going 1-1. But let's wait and see. Because look, right now Chelsea, not in a good position. And we're 11th, Newcastle are 10th. So they've got something to play for. We've got something to play for. Well, kind of. We both kind of have something to play for. I'm not sure. Newcastle are in the FA Cup as well, aren't they? They are. They are. So they've got that front to focus on just like we do. So it's going to be an interesting turn of events to see how this is going to turn out at the end of today. But the pressure isn't so much on Newcastle. The pressure is on Chelsea because Newcastle respectively played Champions League football this year. They gave it their all. They nearly made it, but they just let it go. They've had problems in terms of managing the squad. They're not used to that sort of schedule. You could say they've got excuses. Similarly to how we look back with our season under Graham Potter now, and we can actually say, you know what? The one thing that he could say is that we were playing Champions League football. We had a heavy schedule. We were playing every 3 days. We were. It's not easy, but that's what we were doing, right? Newcastle have that reason. We don't. We've been playing 1 game a week. Only few times this season we've played 2, 3, very rarely 3 games in the space of 7 or 8 days. And we've got everyone falling like flies, injuries galore, and we're 11th, and there's no hope of European football in the league. Some would argue unless if we'd done something today. It has to be today. And Newcastle are the sort of team where they're very... Look, I say that on paper, they're very hard to break down. Because they play in a low block. They play with players behind the ball. They try and defend, and try and hit the counter-attack. They haven't got Kieran Trippier today, and I think that's going to help them. They've got those things, and that's where you think, are we going to have enough to be able to score? Maybe, maybe not. It's all one big question mark. We no longer know what to expect with this football club. So it's going to be an interesting one. But let me know your thoughts in the chat before we get to the football itself, which is taking part is taking place in 25 minutes. Super chats coming through, so let's get cracking. Thank you to everyone that is getting involved. David Steinhardt, thank you very much, saying Cucurella, man of the match today. At least Poch playing people in their right spots. I'm going to get to that in a sec. August VD, thank you very much, saying Mudryk could bang in a hat-trick and the next game Poch would send him to the stands on the away end. Listen, I got to be honest, I expected Mudryk to start, hence why I put him in my starting 11 in terms of the 10. But Gallagher's recovered from his virus, so he starts. Now, if we're going to talk about the starting lineups, let's talk about the starting lineups, right? Gallagher has made it because he is fit enough. He is recovered from his virus, so he's okay. Let me just get the lineups up if my app wants to let me. Right. Just to talk about form very quickly. Chelsea, 2 wins out of the last 5. Newcastle, 3 wins out of the last 5. Chelsea, 1 loss out of the last 5. Newcastle, 1 loss out of the last 5. Just what I'd say. Right. Let's start with Chelsea, the home side. Petrovic in goal. This defence is so makeshift, but it's so obvious what's going on. Malo Gusto right back, cool. Cucurella left back, cool. He's a left back. He was on the bench for Brentford. He didn't play. He should be fit. He needs to play today, so he's playing. I'm cool with that. Let's see if he plays well, though. That's a different story. The centre-backs, Disasi and Chalobah. It's mad. Oh, and you know what? You could have predicted this. It was so obvious, right? All of a sudden, Chalobah is playing football. I wonder why. Now, I'll be honest. Do I have anything against Chalobah? Personally, no. But the intention as to why he's playing isn't because Poch wants to play Chalobah. No. The reason why Chalobah is playing is to bump up his value as much as possible before we sell him in the summer. That's the only reason. So I have to ask, who's playing Chalobah here? Is it Poch or is it the club? Who's deciding to put Chalobah on the pitch? Because let me tell you one thing. Thiago Silva hasn't got a sniff into this team since his missus decided to speak on Twitter. What a surprise. Anyway, it just goes to show the inside politics at this football club and the way we're running things. It's crazy. Caicedo, Enzo in the double pivot, not a problem. Gallagher just ahead of him. Like I said, he's recovered from his virus. Cole Palmer on the right, Raheem Sterling on the left, and Nicholas Jackson up front. Now the bench, Sanchez on the bench, Thiago Silva on the bench, Mudryk on the bench, Madueke, Chukwuemeka is available on the bench. Cassidy has somehow appeared on the bench. Washington's on the bench. Gilchrist is on the bench. And Akempong is on the bench. Academy player. Now, some people are not happy at the fact that there were a couple of academy players that were meant to be... Let me actually look. There were a couple of academy boys that I think were meant to be in the squad, but somehow they've not made it. I think they had shirts. They were in the dressing room. I'm sure of it. Oh man, where was this? Let me try and see if I can find it real quick. But there were pictures on Instagram, and I forgot from who. Was it George? Not Benson. Was it George? I'm trying to see. It's not showing up. The one time I want it to show up and it's not flipping there. No, Tyreek George. I know Tyreek George was the guy that everyone was waiting for, and I can understand why, because he's a talent. He looks like an absolute talent. But... Chelsea's Instagram. We're going to check this out. You know what? It'd be even worse if Chelsea put it on their Instagram. If they actually put it on their Insta. Let's check the... Oh my God. This football club. This club isn't normal. This club's not normal, man. This club's not normal. This club, man, how can you... No, that's a violation, man. If that's me, I'm wanting to go to Arsenal. I'm sorry, I'm wanting to go to Arsenal at this point. I'm bouncing. How does the Chelsea Instagram page officially, right? I'm going to show you guys. There's no copyright on this. I hope not, anyway. But how is it that they put... Hang on. They put 67... They put George's shirt. It's in the dressing room. They put it on their stories. He's not in the flipping matchday squad. He's not in the squad. Oh, man. I feel for him, you know. I actually feel sorry for him. How do you get the hope that you're going to be involved and then all of a sudden it's taken away from you? You have the shirt literally hanging in the dressing room. You don't need more proof. As a footballer, if your shirt is in the dressing room alongside everyone else, you're in the squad. You're in the squad. All of a sudden, nah, mate, you're not playing. I feel sorry for him. But yeah, so he's... Oh, and they put Chukwuemeka up, so that's there. And they've put the rest of the squad up. So, yeah, the only academy player is Josh. And the injuries are all the same. With Newcastle, right, let's talk Newcastle. Dubravka in goal. Livramento right back. He's coming in to replace Kieran Trippier, who is out, and that's probably a good thing for Newcastle, because when Trippier plays against us, he is almost a Chelsea player. Dan Burn left back. Fabian Schär and Sven Botman. So Botman and Schär as the centre backs. Happy days. Bruno Guimaraes, Longstaff, and Joe Willock, and the front line is the best front line they've got at the moment. Apologies. Anthony Gordon, Almiron, and Alexander Isak up top. Now, what concerns me is their front line and our makeshift defence today. Albeit, Cucurella should be up to a certain standard and Chalobah should be up to a certain standard, but that's the one thing that concerns me. Apart from that, we know that Newcastle, I was going to say Liverpool, they're living in my head rent-free. Newcastle, I nearly did it again. Newcastle are going to be sitting pretty low, I think, waiting for the opportunity to hit on the counter. And to be honest, I think it's actually the right way to go, because we're going to have the ball, and our defence is not the normal defensive lineup that we go with. I reckon they're going to try and focus a little bit more on Almiron and his one-on-one with Cucurella, who's just come back from an injury. Maybe Isak and his movement around Disasi and Chalobah. It's going to be an interesting midfield battle as well, with Bruno Guimaraes, who gets stuck in, Longstaff and Willock against Enzo Caicedo and Conor Gallagher, basically. So, like for like, on the pitch, this is going to be an interesting tactical game. But the confidence levels are not very high. Let's be honest. It's not very high. We genuinely don't know what to expect. And you know what? It's not even that. I genuinely feel, and let me know in the chat if I'm right, or if you're feeling this way, or if you're not feeling this way, let me know. I'm guessing most people just don't feel that bothered anymore now, do they? Everyone's kind of just like, all right, yeah, we're watching Chelsea because, well, we love Chelsea and we're just going to watch Chelsea, but I don't really want to be watching Chelsea. That's kind of the vibe, right? So everyone's just we'll just see what happens. That's kind of the vibe at the moment, and you best believe even the ones at the ground. And this is why this is a bit of a scary game for me, because Newcastle are the sort of team that we don't like to play against, and the fans at the moment are on breaking point. The match-going fans are on breaking point. Let me tell you this now, and I'll repeat it again. The match-going fans are at breaking point. It takes one more ridiculous result, and I think it tips over the edge. You know when you've got a massive soup boiling or a kettle boiling or something, and then you leave too much in there and it starts to go crazy and it starts, starts coming out? That's basically the fan base right now. So let's see what's going to happen. This is my concern is that it's going to take one mistake and the bridge is going to flipping implode. So let's see what's going to happen. The build up to this game has not been great. In terms of the comments that we've heard, it's just been absolutely ridiculous. Pochettino said a couple of things. I'm just going to answer this question real quick because I'm seeing a few comments in the chat. Am I fasting? Yes, I did today. Easy first day, I'm not going to lie. Very happy with it. But on to the next. Actually, let me read the super chats because I've not read a couple. Adrian, thank you very much. Hey, Younes, I'm going to travel to London soon. Is it true I need to be a member to watch a game at the bridge, even as a tourist? No. But if you are, it helps. Because if you are a member, you put yourself in line to be able to get a ticket and buy it off the website. The other solution is to know someone who is a member or a season ticket holder that's not going to the game, that's selling their ticket. And make sure it's face value, because that's the logical and right way to be selling tickets. So as long as the price on the ticket is what you're paying, then it's cool and that's fine. And you're basically just replacing someone who's not going to be attending. That's the only other way, mate. So yeah, do your homework. You'll be able to find them. Definitely. You'll definitely be able to find them now. There are people not going to the game. That's happening. So your time to go in and watch Chelsea is now, without question. So, yeah. Ben Lowry, thank you very much, saying, Younes, my friend, an evening from across the pond. I'm wondering what Mudryk has to do to start in the 10 spot because Gally is not nearly as creative in the role, nor Enzo. Much love and come on, you Blues. The problem with Mudryk is just his overall footballing IQ, his overall reading of the game. You can just see he's not ready. At the same time, I agree. Gallagher is not that creative player, 100%. So you've got hit and misses on either end. The thing with Gallagher, though, is that you kind of know what you're going to be getting with Gallagher. With Mudryk, you don't really know what you're going to be getting with him. And we're in such a stage of the season now where it's such a risk. Personally, I was like, as I said in the preview, well, what have we really got to lose? So I wouldn't mind. But if Gallagher's available, Gallagher's playing. At the same time, the same point I made for Chalobah applies to Gallagher. These players are going to be getting minutes because the club wants to sell them in the summer. So the more they play, the more their value increases or the more their value stays at a decent level and they'll be able to sell those players in the summer. They're going to be making sure every pure profit player that we have is getting game time right now, which then beggars the question, who is picking the lineup? So that's that. And Adi, thank you very much for your super chat. Saying, I kind of want to know what the poll will look like today, Younes. I'll get to that in a bit. That's a good shout. Adrian, hey Younes, I'm going to... Oh yeah, you've already asked. Adrian, yeah, I've given you the answer, mate. Thank you very much for your super chat. I think you went again, so much appreciated. I was going to say something, and it's left me. I hate when that happens. What was I going to say? Someone said AI is picking the players. Brilliant. Oh, yeah, the comments we've been hearing. Flipping hell, man. So, Pochettino was saying that no, the fans are not going to be able to love any other manager more than him. I mean, that was just ridiculous. But, it depends how you interpret what he said. If you interpret what he said basically just at face value, the fans are not going to love any other manager more than me, then that's ridiculous. Because it takes a manager to come in and do a good job for the fans to relate and then begin to take a liking. Look at how Chelsea fans reacted to Thomas Tuchel. Made him a banner, sung his name, absolute brilliant, legend, right? We don't even need to talk about Jose. He's got his own flipping chant that is cemented in Chelsea history. But on the flip side, what Poch could be saying is that, I'm going to paraphrase Poch, like if I'm Poch, right? I know that when I'm out the door, I know the caliber of manager that they're going to bring in, and you're going to hate him just as much as you hate me. That could be the flip side of it, which is true. I agree with that. You think we're going to get a top manager? No chance. No chance. I don't see it. I don't see. I'm telling you, we're going to get De Zerbi, or we're going to go in for Thomas Frank, or it's going to be something dumb. I honestly feel like that's where we're heading. So it depends how you interpret it. But the quote overall was just, you can tell that he's finished. You can just tell Poch is flipping done. And he's not going to resign, by the way. People saying, he should just leave. He's not going to leave. If he does that, he's not going to get paid. I wouldn't leave. Do you know what I mean? So that's that. On the flip side now, the CEO came out he was quoted as saying in a meeting amongst club members that the fans are customers. This is basically a product. The fans are customers, and that's not what people like to hear. It's bonkers. He was apparently asked whether he supports Chelsea. Now, people were saying, well, no, of course he's not. He doesn't have to support Chelsea. That's not the problem. I don't care if he supports Arsenal or Spurs. I'm not really fussed. He then said he's not really a fan of football. So that's one. That's problem number one. You're not even really invested in this as a sport. But some people go, okay, no, but he's just on the business side. He's just there to make business decisions. Okay. Well, he looks at all the fans as customers and not as actual supporters. That's the problem here. Which means any business decision going forward isn't even going to take in the sentiment of what the fan value and experience is. It's just looking at everyone as a pound note. That's the problem. So this is where, look, I'm honestly at this point now, yeah? I'm at this point now where I'm not going to talk about manager anymore. I mean, Pochettino, for me, is not the right guy, right? He's just not it. But I don't think the next guy will be either. And it has to come up from upstairs, man. The problems are upstairs. The problems, until the problems upstairs are sorted, we are going to be going in an endless cycle of doom. So that's that. K-Bear, thank you very much, saying, was honestly thinking this before you mentioned. I regularly watch Chelsea at weird times since I'm abroad currently because I love the club, but it's not with the same passion or excitement. Autopilot. Perfect analogy that you've put there. True. Ben, thank you very much again, saying, at what point do the fans turn like we did for the Super League with the streets filled? That comes from the match-going fans. It comes from... look, I'm going to be honest. That sort of thing always happens organically. When the fans at the ground lose it, they lose it, it happens. How close are they to losing it? Let me tell you, pretty close. My opinion, and what I've heard, pretty close. Pretty close. It will be sooner rather than later than I think people expect. So, Amin, thank you very much, saying, why don't you be positive for once? Negative. I'm not even going to address that. If you don't understand why, then I don't need to entertain it. You've got your head in the sand. Simple as that. Simple as that. David Steinhardt, thank you very much, saying, doesn't seem like a lot to look forward to rest of the season. FA Cup win? What can we do next season to be at the top of the table? There's so much damage done that can't even be looked at. It would be ludicrous to think we're going to be top of the table next season. Insane. There's been too much done. And the financial constraints that are now in place don't allow us to be able to transform the team just like this again. But this time for the better. It just doesn't. So we are going to be in for a ride. I'll be honest. Arash saying, fans will love me more than Poch. Got my UEFA A license. I'm near the bridge. Arash, mate. Arash. Brilliant. I want to say shout out to Arash. Every time he comes into the flipping watch along, he leaves a gem of a comment like that every single time, and it's brilliant. Sanji, thank you very much, saying, this day last year we drew Madrid in the quarterfinal. It's crazy to think, isn't it? This time last year we were even playing with Real Madrid, Champions League and all of that. Bonkers. And now we're 11th, still. Well, let's see what happens tonight. Let's see. I'm going to get everything set up now. I didn't end up doing a flipping poll. The players are about to come out on the pitch, so this is not... it's not even doable now. Apologies. But... you know what? In the chat, very quickly, score prediction. Honest score prediction. In there. One. Don't say 10-0. Come on, man. Let's not waste a comment. I'm assuming if you put like 0-2, it means 2-0 Newcastle, right? All right, and we've got some people saying like 2-1 to Newcastle. 2-0 Chelsea, 1-0, 3-1. Whoa. I'll be honest, if we done a poll right now, I think it would look something like this. 40% Chelsea, 30% draw, 30% Newcastle. Big up Roman Abramovich. Welcome to the squad. Come on, Roman. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's probably about 40, 30, 30. It's probably shifting more to flipping Newcastle now. Yeah, it's tight. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you that it's a tight poll. Without question, it's tight. So let's let me just have a look real quick. Players are on the pitch. I'm going to be getting the stats up very, very shortly. I nearly forgot the time. Don't want to forget the time. Right, let's... There we go. Timer at the ready. Stats going to be at the ready. Aquapanna at the ready. We've had to upgrade to glass because, you know, that's it. We're at a point now where we're just having to... We need certainty. We need assurances. If they wind up, smash the bottle, and you know go crazy. So, by the way, glass bottled water, always better. Usama, thank you very much for your super chat. Ramadan Kareem, brother Younes, thank you very much. Same to you, my brother. Same to you. Oh, Addy, thank you very much. Apologies. People are talking about you've been negative. I watch you because you call a spade a spade. No sugarcoating. Love it. Big up, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. I will tell you exactly what I see and how I feel, no matter what. If it's going brilliantly, I will tell you I reckon it's going brilliantly. If it's not going brilliantly, I will tell you I think it's not going brilliantly. Whatever anyone wants to interpret it as, they can interpret it as that. I'm not going to change the world. It's as simple as that. I will say what I see and I will see what I say, and as simple as that. Derek, don't worry, the owners know what they're doing. This is just like playing career mode. The young players will turn to legends and will be winning back-to-back trebles in 10 years. Trust the process. Anyway, saturated glass of water. Hope we lose so we can get to the protest quick. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like, oh, let's lose. Like, no. It should never be that. It should never be that. But I'll be honest, I think it's inevitable. I think it's inevitable. Right. We're about to kick off. Where's the time? Right. And we're good to go. Now? We're good to go. Game has started. Let's do this. let's go through the motions. Let's get the stats up and then let's focus on the game and see exactly what we're going to be experiencing today. I hope no heart attacks. It's very common now amongst the Chelsea fan base. Heart Attack FC and that, as always. Right, here's Anthony Gordon. Gusto clears, just about. That's a handball, isn't it? Whoa, Newcastle immediately on the front foot. Immediately. But it's Cole Palmer now, and all right, we move. So, 1 minute gone. Petrovic over to Cucurella. He sends Cucurella back to Brighton with that pass, but Cucurella gets it. Well, Newcastle pressing hard. That's an ultra aggressive press, and we've won the goal kick. We've won the goal kick. Right. Look at this build-up. And look at the 3 Newcastle players on the edge waiting to pounce with the press. He's going to go long. He has to go long. He has to go long. Oh, he's gone short. Oh, my God. Pressure. 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 Oh, flipping. But it was so obvious. It was so obvious. You see that pressure? Crazy. Absolutely. Why do we... Oh, I don't know why teams insist on going short when they know their odds of coming out of that press is just close to 0. I don't get the obsession in the modern day. We have to go short. Anyway. Modern day football, eh? Take me back to the good old days. I saw a clip earlier on, and there was a tackle. Chelsea Man United, 2005, 2006, somewhere there, at the bridge. John Terry and Alan Smith. And they both went in for leg breakers into each other. Both went in for leg breakers. If Smith got Terry, it would have been a leg breaker. If Terry got Smith, it would have been a leg breaker. And then they both come out of it. They both get up. They look at each other. They start smiling, and then they give themselves a little pat on the face. And the referee comes over and he's like, "It's okay, don't worry, lads. No yellow, no nothing." Good days, man. Good times. Now everything is all according to the metrics. It's just... the game's gone. The game's gone. Anyway, here's Livramento. One of our own, technically. Used to be. Oh my God, here come Newcastle. Cleared by Disasi. And Sterling not strong enough to win the second ball. And again, whoa. Booted it all the way back to Dubravka. Dubravka, pressure from Jackson. And somehow Newcastle still have the ball. Here's Anthony Gordon. Derek, thank you very much, saying, honestly, the owners need to change their ways before we can start winning again like we used to with Jose. Hopefully they learn soon. They won't. Because it's not about learning. See, this is the thing. It's not about learning. They know what they're doing. That's the problem. They know what they're doing. They know the model they've chosen. They know what they're executing. They believe in it. This isn't a case of, oh, you know what, lads, I think we got this wrong, guys. Let's try and make it right. Nah, they've had a way and they know exactly what they're executing, and they're looking at the long game financially, but that's it. So don't expect anything to change. Obviously, the fans have power. I'll be honest. Fans have power. Fans underestimate the power that they have. I think fans just think like, no, you know what, we can't do anything. Just sit back and just wait. Just see it all just see it all happen, basically. Like I said, match-going fans have a lot of power. And the online fan base will always be there to support. Always. But it comes from the match-going, attending fans. It always does. I truly believe you can't start a movement online. You can think you are, but you're not. Anyway, Straight to Petrovic. Petrovic looking for his options. Nitesh, thank you very much, saying, I have been saying the same, Younes. Teams are absolutely obsessed with building short from the back. We need to mix it up more, I believe. It's bizarre. No, you know what? There are good times. There are times where you go short and it's not a problem. Like now, right? We've just given it to Disassi. He's got space to run into. There are options. There we are. Gusto into Palmer. The build-up is successful, right? It's cool. But when you've got three players literally there waiting to press you and you go, you know what? They're next to me, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's kind of like, what are you doing? Anyway, Gusto's gone in, cleared. Palmer. 1-0! Who scored that? Palmer or Jackson? 1-0 Chelsea. That was a very bizarre goal. I thought it was a pass into the box. I didn't think it was a... Who scored? Jackson seems to be celebrating. Flipping no. Where's the score gone? Where do I... Ah, there we are. Who scored? Palmer or Jackson? Let's have a look. Ball over to the right-hand side. Gusto. Very good movement by Palmer. He pulled off the defender very nicely. Jackson with the little back heel flick. Cheeky finish. I'll give that to Jackson. Fair play. It's a Jackson goal. It was the slightest of touches. Slightest. But it's 1-0. This is going to be very interesting because we've scored very early and now Newcastle... I genuinely don't know how Newcastle are going to approach us now. They have to come out more now. They surely have to. Well, good tackle by Enzo. Jackson back to Correa. Enzo go middle. Actually, Caicedo's marked. Fair play. Gallagher. Sterling, man. That's not it. Almiron. Newcastle gone all the way back to their defence. So we're 8 minutes in. 1-0. Happy days. Good so far. What's going on? Caicedo's on the ground. He's holding his stomach. And Enzo nearly spit on his hand. Come on, man. What's wrong with Caicedo? I have no idea what's happened to him here. Didn't look like anything malicious. That didn't look like anything... He wasn't even touched in the abdomen. I don't understand what happened there. Here's a replay of the goal. Good work from Gusto. Poor clearance. But yeah, Palmer, the goalkeeper, I think, should be doing better there. If it was a complete deflection, then fair enough. Keeper's got no chance. But that flick actually brought the ball more to the keeper's side and he still couldn't get a hand on it. So, Dubravka there, not really paying attention. But it's a cheeky finish from Jackson. Cucurella with the header, and Newcastle now coming on the right-hand side. Here's Almiron into the box. That Disassi with the ball away. Here's Palmer, blocked. Newcastle nearly win the ball back. Caicedo wins it instead. Chalobah to Disassi. Palmer. A little 1-2, not worked. Interesting skill there by Anthony Gordon, but it's gone out for a throw. There's Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe, who I don't expect to be in a Newcastle job after the end of this season. Here come Newcastle. Ball shifted to the right-hand side. Here's Almiron. Is it Almiron? No, it's not. It's Livramento. Sorry, it's Livramento. Sometime this week, the throw will be taken. That's a foul throw, isn't it? All right, maybe not. It is a foul throw. Yeah, it's a foul throw. Oh, no, he's offside. He's offside. Was he offside? He was offside. Sorry, he was offside. That's poor. That's poor from Newcastle, man. How can you be offside from a throw like that? That's really bad. That's just goes to show Newcastle have dipped big time, man. In terms of the quality that they were holding at the start of the season, they've just not been able to hold it through. Here's Gallagher. Nicked from him. Newcastle throw. Pochettino definitely looks like he's aged since he first joined. 100%. He doesn't look the same. Definitely gone more grey. That's for sure. Definitely gone more grey. Oh, here's Gusto. Gallagher. Palmer. Cutting in. Shot. Straight to Dubravka. Dubravka goes short. Very quickly. Newcastle on the right. Livramento, he's gone back. So a bit of a... game feels like it's calmed down. 12 and a half minutes after that goal, it just looks like everything has gone kind of flat. Chelsea will be happy with that. Newcastle have to push forward, and this is what I think might play into Chelsea's hands now, because Newcastle are not going to be playing so much of a low block. If that's going to happen, Chelsea will find more space to run into, and I think that's what Chelsea want. So, then again, this season has been a common theme that Chelsea don't really like teams coming at them, because the conceding rate is very high. So, it's you know what's mad? This is, oh my God, Gareth Southgate is here. What is he doing? Scouting for the Euros? Well, next to him, Steve Holland. Big up Steve Holland. We love Steve Holland. Absolute ledge. But this has the potential of being a high-scoring game now. Weirdly enough, I never thought that would be the case, but this has the potential of being a high-scoring game. Although, I'll be honest, I do think Newcastle... Just the first signs now, after 14 minutes, they don't look potent. So I don't know if this is a good thing to say, but I'm beginning to not really feel so worried. What's crazy is every time I say that, something happens. But yeah, you get the gist. It doesn't feel like Newcastle are on it. Like on it. But then again, you never know. I'm just saying. Long ball all the way to Sterling, but good defending from Livramento. Southgate scouting for United. That would be such a horror show. If United got Southgate in, it would just undermine everything that I think they've done so far under this new regime, under Ratcliffe. They've made very good moves so far. If they topped it with Southgate, it would just undermine everything, I'll be honest. They won't get Southgate though, no chance. Livramento is down. I'm looking and thinking, what happened? Nothing crazy looked like happened, but anyway, he's all right. Referee's come over to him and just checked, and he's fine. He's up on his feet. Brilliant. I got to read this out. Where did it go? Oh, it disappeared. Someone put that Southgate is probably thinking, you know what, both of these teams could do with Jordan Henderson. It's true. I guarantee that's what he's thinking. I mean, look at that pass from Dubravka to the right-hand side, out for a throw. You know what I mean? It's just... Newcastle so far are just not looking on it. They're just not looking on it. So... Enzo. Disasi all the way up. Jackson. Good ball into Jackson, to be fair. Oh, Jackson with the techers. Got the little Zidane roulette. Palmer. No. Enzo. Cucurella. Caicedo on the edge. Looks right. Looks left. Back to Enzo. Enzo through the middle. Gallagher. Caicedo back to Gallagher. Gallagher back to Caicedo. Back to Disasi. And we start again. So... Oh, fair. Yeah. Okay, you put that comment. It disappeared. I don't know where it went. I read it and then it disappeared. So, yeah. And free kick to Chelsea. Chalobah getting whacked to the torso. "17.5 minutes in. Chelsea 1, Newcastle 0. Decent start so far. Decent. No howlers, no blunders, no mistakes. Everything's looking all right so far. Normally, well, it's still very early. I'm not even going to say anything. It's still very early. I know this. We know this club too well. Man. Nicholas Jackson thought he was Lampard. The angle that he had, instantly I got the Lampard flashback, ball to Ramirez over the top at the Nou Camp. But instead, he hit out for a throw, so it's not quite the same. Here's Anthony Gordon on the left. Here's Gordon. Dummy, over to the right-hand side. Newcastle taking unnecessary touches, but it's out for a Newcastle throw. There's Livramento. Ex-Cobham. Yeah, I was going to say, Chelsea, knowing us, we know this club too well. We'll come out second half looking like we don't know how to play football anymore. Like, that's just the way that it runs. So, we can't get excited. Only time we can get excited is if we actually score a second goal before half time. That's when I can begin to go, okay, we might actually get 3 points. But till that, we will wait. Ball over at the left-hand side for Newcastle. Dan Burn. Newcastle have definitely moved up the pitch because they've had to. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I really don't. You'd think for Chelsea it should be a good thing. But at the same time, I'm actually... more concerned this way. We do need a second, man. We need a second to calm everything down. Here's Sterling. Cucurella's won it. Sterling's going to lose the ball, isn't he? No, somehow he still got through. I don't know how he got through that, I'll be honest. That's really bad defending by Newcastle. Very bad. It did not take really much to get the ball off him there, and he still made it through. You see, this is what I'm saying. It just doesn't look like Newcastle are on it today. This is why I'm starting to feel a little comfortable. Yeah. Livramento, ball over the top. Possession is mostly Newcastle at the moment, but we're winning 1-0. Chalobah takes it out for a Newcastle throw. Throw to be taken. 21 minutes in. Chelsea 1, Newcastle 0. Newcastle with most of the ball. And as the stats are correctly saying, 57% to Newcastle. But we're winning 1-0. And tackled by Disasi, out for a Newcastle throw again. Here's Gordon. 1-2. Gordon again, he's going to fluff it. There we are. Disasi's taking the ball off him. Caicedo. Gusto's running. Lovely. Oh, sorry. Palmer, not Gusto. Palmer. Why did I think that was Gusto? Palmer. Enzo. We can't shoot, can we? What was that, Enzo? What was that, mate? That was... Can we get Dacho Fofana back? Because he scored an absolute blinder for Burnley. That was incredible what he scored for Burnley yesterday. Beautiful. Not yesterday. Day before. Day before. But yeah. Enzo had that one free kick that he scored this season. I think that's all we're getting from him. So yeah. Chalobah to the left-hand side, and it's taken. Livramento, and it's a free kick to Newcastle, I think. Or is it a throw? Livramento, I think the referee's given a free kick. I can't hear, so I don't know if the whistle's been blown or not, but yeah, it's a free kick. That's a free kick. It's got to be. Oh, no, it's a throw. All right, fair enough. Nicked by Enzo? No. Yes, Jackson's won it back. Enzo over to that. I don't think that was the right pass to make. But ball from Palmer tries to make it to Jackson. Easily cleared by Burn, but it's landed over to Gusto. Gusto picks out Palmer. And he's been tackled. And that's he's flung him to the ground there. Palmer. No free kick. Free kick's been given. Yeah. Nah, Palmer, don't put your hands up. Like, no, come on, mate. We all saw it. He literally just went, get down on the floor, you idiot. Approaching the 25-minute mark. Still Chelsea 1, Newcastle 0. Goal kick taken. Well, free kick by the goalkeeper. First ball won there. Brilliant. Second ball won as well. Now here's Cucurella. Cucurella into the space for Jackson, but it's a foul. It's a foul, Jackson. It's a foul. To be honest, I don't blame Jackson there. The pass was too weak. It was never going to make it to him. And yeah, that was a shove to the back of Livramento there, so Livramento's not having a great night so far. Definitely not. Here's Gordon. And Gusto. Gusto's having a great game today so far. 25 minutes in, Gusto's looked flawless. Flawless. Enzo. Sterling. Okay. Gusto. Defenders in the way. Caicedo on the edge. He tries to... Nah, not happening. Goal kick. He tries to shoot with his left foot. Goes out at 0.001 miles an hour. Trickles off the pitch. And it's a goal kick. So, yeah. Newcastle, the game has gone slow. Yeah, I'm seeing a few of you that are saying the game's gone slow. It went slow after 10 minutes. As soon as we got that goal, everything just begun to slow down. So, yeah. It's no surprise. Newcastle free kick. I'm sure Chelsea will take this, but like I said, I want us to get a second goal. I feel like we need a second goal. Nice little flick there into by Anthony Gordon, but it's gone out for a Chelsea throw. Because I'm worried that we go in at 1-0, we come out second half and we look like a bunch of kids. Well, we are a bunch of kids. But you get the gist. We come out like we always do second halves and we don't know what we're doing. Like, that's what I'm concerned about, because that's where everything can just turn. At 2-0, though, there's a good cushion. So I want us to get the second. I'm not going to sit here and be content until we get a second goal. But I do have to acknowledge, so far, it just doesn't look like Newcastle have the potency. That's the word. They don't look potent in terms of their attack whatsoever. So far. I'm saying so far. Big disclaimer. So far. So let's see how this is going to end up. Like, look, Newcastle have had most of the ball, right? Clearly, 55% of it. But have they actually had a clear-cut chance yet? No. Do you know what I mean? And they're the ones that are losing the ball easily, to be honest. And look, goal kick given. You see what I mean? Things like that. It just doesn't look like they're finding a way through. Now, that's where I want us to be 2-0 up. Because if we go into half-time and Eddie Howe works some sort of magic and Pochettino does what he normally does, then chances are Newcastle can turn the game on its head. We need a second goal. Here's Enzo. And we've conceded that straight away. Here come Newcastle with Almiron. They've switched. I think they've switched. It's a goal kick. Almiron is now on the left-hand side. Gusto's having a brilliant game, by the way. Brilliant. Such a cool mind. But I think... let's have a look. Yeah, they have switched. Gordon has gone over to the right. Almiron's gone over to the left. So they've changed sides. Is that going to work? To be fair, I think it's a good move. Gusto's having a good game regardless, whether he's got to deal with Gordon or Almiron. But now having Anthony Gordon to go head on with Cucurella is probably going to give Newcastle a better chance than Almiron going head on with Cucurella. Here's Chalobah. Disasi. Okay, Petrovic and Enzo. Nice. Disasi. Palmer. Enzo Caicedo. Enzo flipping. No, that was too tight. That was way too tight. I thought we lost the ball in a dangerous area there, but we didn't. Here's Cucurella, and he's the one that's given it away. Brilliant. Gordon played him brilliantly there. Very nice from Petrovic coming out like that. Very nice from Petrovic. Little flick. Yep. Here come Newcastle now. Cucurella was the one making the mistake there. Good tackle. Who was that? Connor, of course. Gallagher's the captain today, just to let you know. Abby Manu, thank you for the contribution. There's no super chat there, but much appreciated. Man, Newcastle do not look fluent. There we are. They've given it. Oh, it's a free kick. Newcastle, was that really a free kick? Foul on Livramento? Really? I want to see a replay of that. Here's the replay. Yeah, it's a foul. It's a foul. It's a foul. It's a clear foul. Enzo knew what he was doing there. I don't know why he was complaining that much. Oh, Abby, okay, you've tried to super chat. I've seen it. Don't worry, mate. Thank you very much. Best signing, Palmer or Gusto? Oh. I'm going to try and think of this as Anthony Gordon hits it out and it's a corner to Newcastle. Man, that's tough. They're the two players that I think no one can say is a bad signing. Like, they're the two. Everyone else is skeptical. Palmer and Gusto, though, are the two that you look at and go, yes, happy with them. I think Palmer's had a lot of impact, but I don't want to take anything away from Gusto. I think Gusto's been so consistent. Consistent, man. Consistent. I feel like most people will say Palmer, but I want to give Gusto his flowers. He deserves them. It's hard. I want to say both. I can't pick. Kill MNGR, thank you very much, saying Petrovic is the Kepa we thought we bought. You know what? To an extent, yeah, you're right. He is the level of keeper that we expected when we got Kepa in. Absolutely. And a lot more reliable too when it comes to long shots, shot stopping, passing. He's just reliable. Petrovic just looks like he's consistent on all levels. He's not super amazing and brilliant, but he gets the job done basically across every single possible thing that a goalkeeper's meant to do. He's very good. Very good. Do you know what I mean? So you haven't got to worry. So yeah, he's just got to keep it going. Cucurella, it's poor clearance by Cucurella, that man. Poor, and he's made the foul. Now, Cucurella, that's stupid of you, man. Come on. You should have an idea of who you're heading the ball to when the ball's coming to you that high up. You should know who is there as an option and where you're going to be heading it. You don't give it to the closest Newcastle player that's right in front of you, and then you've made that blunder. Now you've got to go in and put in a challenge, and then you're reckless and you take the player out. I mean, come on, man. Look, that's such a poor header in the first place. That's put him in a bad situation. It's just, you got to read things better, man. And then he comes in like that because he's desperate. Puts Gordon on the floor and concedes a free kick. It's just, Gordon's on the ground now. Getting his leg checked out. Or his knee. It did look like he landed a little awkward. He landed on his leg. Oh, Gordon might be coming off here, you know. It doesn't look like he can bend it. Unless if... I think he's coming off. When you look at the way that he landed, you can see he landed like... He didn't land on his foot. He landed on his leg. And you can see the knee basically... There we are. He signaled this. It's done. He's coming off. He's basically... Imagine this is your leg. He's landed and his knee's done this. It's gone... It's a very little sideways twinge. He's done something to it, 100%. Something's been done there. Gordon's coming off. So, who's coming on? Possibly hyperextended, exactly. Hyperextended on the outer side, not the inner side, the outer side. Gordon's off. Murphy is on. Murphy's on. Jacob Murphy. Free kick to Newcastle. Ball in. And that landed to no one. That was a great ball. Surprised that landed to nobody. But there we are. Disasi tried to go for it and he just come out getting shoved to the ground. Right, the goal kick. And look, there we are again. There's the pressure coming and we've gone short, but we've got space. We've got space. So, Chalobah, what are you doing? Also, now Petrovic has gone long and it's gone straight to Newcastle. Although Chalobah's got it, Cucurella's got it, and he's lost it. You see how Gusto's having a very good game on the right? Yeah, Cucurella's having a shocker on the left. That's basically what's going on here. Basically what's going on. This is all Newcastle. And still 56% possession for Newcastle. There we are. Ball. It looks like they're focusing now more on the right. So Cucurella's side, I'm not surprised. Ball in. Oh my God. Ball in again. Over the bar. Is that a goal kick? Corner? No corner. Isak is fuming. Isak's like, what? How? I actually don't know, you know. Let's see the replay. Was this a corner or a goal kick? I thought it was a goal kick. It looks like a goal kick. Then again, it's Cucurella. Who does it come off? Oh, it's hard to say. It's very hard to say. I can understand why that was given as a goal kick, but that's very hard to say. It might have been Cucurella, but who knows? Yeah, we've still not got that second goal. Listen, look, 38 minutes. I'm going to need that second goal. Oh my God, Sterling, what was that control? Okay, Caicedo's won it. What kind of pass is... Oh, come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Have we won it? No. Newcastle again. On the right-hand side. And he's gotten past Sterling. That's a yellow, innit? That's a yellow. Sterling, you're getting booked, mate. Yep, yellow card. We look dodgy on our left-hand side. Newcastle's right-hand side, right? So Cucurella Sterling, that is not working very well. Gusto Palmer, brilliant. Sterling Cucurella, it's going a little left, lads. Going a little left. We got to be careful. We got to be careful. Free kick, Newcastle. This is why I want the second goal, man. I need the second goal. I need the second goal. Ball in. I mean, it's gone over the bar, Isak, but literally unmarked. He was never going to score from there, though, but... Was he offside? Actually... Might have been Chalobah playing all of them on. If not, there would have been about 5 offsides there. So, for 40 minutes now. Oh, man. We need that second goal. Sterling's just lost that battle completely. Cucurella's coming flipping like a tractor. Throw to Newcastle. Sterling's having a shocker. It's not a surprise. Oh, Sterling got done. Oh, Gallagher got done. Oh, but Enzo's picked up the pieces. Oh, Enzo, come on. This is why we need a second goal. We need a second goal because all these mistakes will be okay. Well, it's not that it's okay, but all these mistakes won't mean the end of the world. I just feel like going into half time 1-0 up like this, it's shaky. It's shaky. It's too shaky. I don't like it. Kirk Brown, thank you very much, saying Cook has reverted to 2022. Has he? To be honest, he looked better at Brighton than he does here. So it's Isak and he's lost the ball. Enzo, and we've lost the ball. Great. I'm getting nervous now. You see what I was saying? I was comfortable. Yeah, now I'm starting to get nervous because back then there was enough time to go and get a second. We've still not got that second, so now I'm starting to get a little bit. I'm starting to feel a little bit dodgy. Is Isak? Oh no. There it is. I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised. I might make a song. Try and get it in the charts. I might as well monetize this. You know, like, I'm not even surprised. It was coming. Chalobah's defended that poorly. Isak's not been closed down. He hits it around Disasi. It's into the bottom corner. I can't blame Petrovic for that. Petrovic can't see that. Disasi's in the way and he sticks it straight into the bottom corner. It's a beautiful hit. Greatly placed. Beautifully placed. Yeah, Isak worked Disasi there beautifully. Took him on the out, cut in, slotted it, 1-1. And now we're on the brink of half-time, which means what? We go into half-time and we got to come into the second half expecting you know what. And yeah, to be fair, yes, we got to be honest, Gusto was responsible for that as well, 100%. He's had a good game up until that point, but this is the thing. It's very Chelsea. You can have a very good game and then make one blunder that's going to cost your team the whole thing. Like, that's just Chelsea nowadays. This is what we do. Gusto can come out of this game with a 7 out of 10 and still be the guy that's probably responsible for us getting a goal conceded. So, yeah. Well, it was expected though, wasn't it? Let's not lie now. It was expected. This is why, not just me, a lot of you in the chat were saying the same thing. We need a second goal. If we don't get a second goal, it's all going to go a little bit mad. And ball cleared by Chalobah. Palmer into Jackson. Is he on? He's on. Is he on? He's round him. 2-1. That's 2-1, yeah? He's offside. Of course he's offside. Of course he's offside. Of course he's offside. Of course he's offside. It's Jackson. Of course. He was. He was offside. He was offside. It's a good finish. He went round the defender and everything. It was a good finish, but he's offside. Four minutes of added time. I'm going to bring this down and lay back and relax now. There's no point really getting agitated at this point now. It's just, and there we are. Gallagher's been absolutely bullied there. He's just literally 4-man on one. Second half is going to be very interesting. I predicted 1-1. So this scoreline doesn't surprise me, but we've got an entire 45 minutes of football still to play. So now I'm thinking, what's going to happen? I actually don't know how this is all going to go now. So, and I'm concerned because second half Chelsea is not a good Chelsea. Dan Burn, Newcastle throw. Jackson's sleeping there. Sleeping. Here's Cucurella. Enzo. Gallagher. Cucurella. Chalobah. Petrovic. Up the pitch. That rhymes. All the way up. Didn't win the first ball. Lands straight to a Newcastle player. And they've got the ball now. Saturated glass of water. Apologise for sounding negative, but I'm just tired of Poch being bailed out so often. Just want to stop the delaying the inevitable and get to the point. It's not happening. And even look, we've gone beyond. Oh no! Oh my God! Disasi coming in clutch with that challenge. Oh my goodness! Actually, did he? Oh my God! Isak was onside there. Gusto didn't read that well at all. Actually, no, it was Isak with the chance. It was a goal kick. That's not good. That's not good. We're not reading that good at all. Oh, Gallagher, mate. Come on. Lucky you got the flipping throw. We got 30 seconds left. Yeah, we're past now. Just looking at change the manager and it's all going to be okay. And don't get me wrong, Poch is part of the problem. But the problems go so deep now, man. This club is in trouble. Big trouble. Is Gusto. Ball in. Gallagher can't get it. Sterling, he's going to fluff it, isn't he? Oh, straight to the goalkeeper. I can't even react. It's half time now, isn't it? I'm just going to stop the flipping time now. Might as well. We know what's coming. There we are. Let's just wait for this to get to 45 because I can't do it manually and I don't know why. And we will pause there, ready for the second half. Game is about to, I think, end. Ref, there we are. So, our fear has come true. Our fear has come true now. I was hoping to come in at half-time 2-0 up. Instead, we come in 1-1. And now we got to pray that second half Chelsea pulls something out of the bag. I got to say, the stocks are low. The stocks are low. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I don't like it. I don't like it. That left-hand side has just been exploited beyond belief. Like, beyond belief. Sterling's having a shocker. Cucurella is not playing well. The right-hand side is, funnily enough, I say the right-hand side is looking much better, but the goal came from there. It's just typical Chelsea, isn't it? It's just typical. Typical. I mean, and you look at that goal, it's a great finish. And you can't be given that much space to an Isak. You just can't. You just can't. This is why, look, expecting Chelsea to not concede is suicidal. It's going to happen. We are going to concede. It's always going to happen. We concede for fun. But now the problem isn't that. Now the problem is not going into halftime with a cushion to allow the possible mistakes that are going to come from the second half. And we know how this plays out. We just know. We just know. The midfield as well is getting overrun. We are not able to hold control of the ball. At the same time, we have moments where we move the ball from A to B quickly, right? But Newcastle have most of the ball. If you're going to allow Newcastle to have most of the ball, you need to be able to defend well. We don't defend well. It's a complete, the way that we set up and what we have and the way that we play is just it's a complete mismatch. It's a complete mismatch. You know, we like to have the ball, but we don't take chances. When we don't have the ball, we don't defend well. We score first and we want to protect the lead, but we can't do that. Or we can't get the second goal in order to protect the lead because of our bad defence. And now we've got a bad defence, we concede and now we're in trouble. It's just the same thing over and over again. Enzo and Caicedo get bypassed very easily because it's always one fending for himself. And I want to say Caicedo has been better, at least recuperating the ball or getting into tackles and winning back possession. Enzo has been all over the place. All over the place today. All over the place. It's just bonkers. Typical Chelsea, isn't it? This is typical Chelsea. Typical Chelsea. Like, it's typical modern day Chelsea. Typical modern day Chelsea. I'm not going to say typical Chelsea. I remember Chelsea doing something else that was typical, but this is crazy. And like I said, the problem isn't the fact that we're going in at halftime 1-1, because normally you look at that on paper, you'd look at 1-1, halftime, cool, game's still alive, don't need to worry. Not with Chelsea. Not with Chelsea. Nah. We go in 1-1 at half-time. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. Let's read some of your super chats. Ben, thank you very much, saying the back four look beyond scared against the press. Yep. They do. I don't understand why we keep playing, from the back if that's the case. It's crazy. In situations, I acknowledge that, but in other situations, it's just not needed and we still do it. El Debonair says, time to acknowledge the tribal chief. Just saying. If you smell when the turn comes at WrestleMania, it's gonna hit different. But for now, yes, we acknowledge the tribal chief. Andre Wade, thank you very much, saying, what is this guy on? Derek. Who's Derek? Was it the Derek that put in the super chat before? What's he been saying? I can't see. There's a lot of comments. I'm not gonna pretend I know exactly what's going on in the chat. But yeah. You know what? I don't even know what to say. Why? Because look, I'll put another example. Has Chalobah been good? No. Why is he playing? Because we want to up his value. That means Thiago Silva's not playing. But I also got to be honest. I got to be honest here. Thiago Silva, we can rely on to a certain extent. But he is 39 years old. So we're in a situation where we have to either go with Thiago Silva, who's 39 years old, who I love to bits, right? And I think in a moment can pluck us out of a situation, but at another moment against a fast-paced striker might have himself a little too slow. He's 40 now, yeah, he's turned 40. Well, there we are. So it's bonkers to actually have to think we have to rely on a Thiago Silva. But we go with Chalobah because we want to up his value. And the defence is very makeshift. And Disasi is obviously not even near like a proper in and out top standard defender that we should be relying on. But as another point that we have to consider here as well, Disasi's been the only Chelsea player this season that has remained fit for the whole time. How crazy is that? He's played every single... I think he's the only player that's been available every game. Bonkers. And at the same time, we have to be honest. We look at a tactical level, and there's just it's way too basic. It's way too basic. Way too basic, and the same flaws are there, and we get bypassed in the same areas. It's just everything is just the same. It's annoying. Now let's wait and see what the second half is going to give us. Are we going to get a Chelsea that knows what to do in the second half, or are we going to get a Chelsea that comes out in the second half not knowing what football is? Because that's a common problem nowadays with Chelsea. And Newcastle, you best believe, are going in at half-time, especially after the injury to Anthony Gordon, licking their lips, going, lads, we can take this. 100% they're saying that right now. 100%. So... Faddy, thank you very much, saying 33,000 feet above ground, paid for Wi-Fi on board en route to Atlanta only for this crap. I need a refund from the airline. No, you know what? You can't blame the airline. They're not responsible for this. Unless you're flying Oman Air, then maybe you've got a case. But I doubt you're flying Oman Air. Catherine Taylor, thank you very much. Catherine Taylor? That's an EastEnders character, isn't it? Catherine Taylor Hasty, thank you very much for your super chat, saying hello from the other side of the pond. Thanks for making watching this enjoyable even when we suck. That's exactly what I like to hear. Thank you very much. That's what I aim to do. You know, my aim is to be as authentic as possible, and if you guys relate, you relate, and even in bad moments, you can feel like you can still have a laugh on it. We acknowledge what's going on. We know how much we're in trouble, but we can, you know, still feel good amongst ourselves. Do you know what I mean? So thank you, Catherine. Much appreciated. Sheesh, saying, shocking from Gusto juggling the ball in the middle of the field. Sterling and his defence are calamitous today. I agree with that all. 100%. Regan saying, I just want a manager that can tactically change a game. Poch isn't that guy. We will come out second half worse. Won't be surprised if it goes bad now. I wouldn't be surprised either. You've completely mentioned it perfectly. 100%. And Alex saying, Newcastle will boss this half. God forbid. But you're right. Yeah. You know what? This is the thing. And I always stick to this principle, and it's a common philosophy in football, and I think it will stand the test of time. The first half belongs to the players. The second half belongs to the manager. It's always been that way. Why? Because the players are set up in a way to start the game, and it's on them to execute the game plan. It's on them. Yeah? You get a feel for what you're coming up against. You get to figure out what the other team are doing. You get to learn in the moment for the first 45 minutes, and it's on the players to be able to do something reacting to what they're coming up against. It's on the players. Second half... that half-time period is on the manager to change everything. It's on the manager to analyse what's right, what's wrong, what needs changing, how can we get the advantage over the opposition, what can I do to set this team up better, how can we exploit their weaknesses, what have I noticed that they're not doing well. All of that is analysed during the first half. Then you react to that at half time, and the second half now belongs to the plan that the manager is telling the players to play according to what was witnessed in the first half. This is where I always stick to that philosophy. First half belongs to the players, second half belongs to the manager. We come out second half not looking like we even know how to kick a ball. It's just crazy. You know what? We come out for second halves looking like Poch has literally gone in there after a half like this and he's gone, that was great, lads. I'll see you out there. And that's it. Like, that is honestly what it looks like is said at half time. It's incredible. But I do also want to signal there's quality of some of the players that are just flipping. It's not there. It's not there. Like, let's be honest. Sterling today is someone that any manager can turn to and rely on? No. Enzo today is someone that any manager can turn on and rely on? No, he looks completely out of it. To be honest, the midfield, can you rely on this midfield? Not really. This is where I say, look, there is a share of responsibility and Poch isn't the ultimate problem, but he's a byproduct of the problem. Everyone that we brought in, the way that we've structured everything is what's causing this entire mess in the first place. So I want to go to the source of the problem. And the source of the problem is upstairs. That's as simple as that. At this point, it's upstairs. Because if not, we're going to be turning in circles, like I've said before. Thank you very much to Velko. Fear no more, Younes. Second half throttling is on the way. Poch halftime talk is going to get the boys to want to run through a wall. That was sarcasm for your information. Brilliant. I knew that was sarcasm. I could tell from your first phrase. Fear no more, Younes. Nah, you can't be serious. Israel, thank you very much, saying, can we sub Poch for the second half? Apologies. Indigestion. For who? Tuchel? Sean, thank you very much, saying we need a banner saying bring experience. You know what? You're not wrong. You're actually not wrong there, you know. But we're not going to do that because that's not what we do. Sean Dyche. Big up Sean Dyche. Are you coming in? Are you the next gaffer? Is it you? If 5th is Champions League, is 7th Europa League, I expect to win in this game. You're telling me 12 games and I can't even expect 27 points. These lot are disgrace. No, you're expecting way too much here, mate. 12 games, 27 points. 12 games, 36 points is the max. 27, you want 27. Wow, mate. I get what you mean. Don't get me wrong. I get what you mean. And technically you're right. But we won't. We just won't. El Debonair saying, I think Gusto will keep James out if he wasn't captain. You could be onto something, yeah. But at the same time, James is in this position because he's always injured. So, but I get what you mean. I reckon James never gets injured, always playing. I reckon he's one of the best right backs in the world. But he's as reliable as tissue paper. Luca, thank you very much, saying, I don't know why everybody is blaming the coaches. Don't get it. It's on the players, what they do on the pitch. If Jackson misses an open goal, for example, it's his fault. Yeah, but we've not seen that. And it's not just one game, Luca. We've got to be honest here, man. This is an entire run of games, an entire season. You see what's going on. I do agree the quality of the players is low. But the responsibility isn't mutually exclusive. They're all responsible. We got problems in terms of the levels of the players. We got problems in terms of the manager we hired. We got problems in terms of our recruitment and who we brought in. And we got problems in terms of who's actually setting up the whole flipping strategy in the first place. And we've got problems in terms of the intentions of the owners from the get-go, because it's looking like that way now. So do you understand the problems on all those levels? They all play a part. They all play a part. You can't get a harmonious team if you've got that many issues across so many levels. That's just the reality. This is why I agree with the previous statement of expecting 27 points. But we just know it's not happening. It's not happening. How are you going to get 27 points out of 36? Who's going to get that for you? I'd love to know. It's mad. So, but the first possible change that can be made is the manager. 100%. As the second half has commenced, that's the first possible change that you can do. So that's the first port of call that we should be addressing. And I think, look, we've spoken about how we need a director, but we're not going to do that. So we're probably going to, like I said, we're going to go and get a flipping De Zerbi or Thomas Frank or Southgate. You get the gist. Matt, thank you very much, saying, let's remember, we're here because of the owners. Who thought a consortium including Wiss, who's nearly 90, want anything other than a quick profit? Exactly. Yeah. And it's you know what? Look, it's getting more and more clear day by day. Day by day, people are beginning to realise exactly what's going on. Day by day. It's getting more and more and more. Don't worry. Soon enough we'll realise. Sean, sub in the board since they want to be involved in everything. That's actually a good shout, you know. So we put... Todd Bowley goes in... Todd Bowley goes centre mid. Egbali goes centre back. Feliciano goes up front. Wiss clearly has to be the gaffer because he's 90. So you get the gist. You get the gist. Jake, thank you very much. Jake, hope you're well. Hope you're well. Correct me, Jake, you're an old school fan. I remember you, I think you were on the old channel. Big up, Jake. If that's who you are, big up. But big up to you anyway. Humble man, Younes, in summer, sell James or Connor. Oh my God, as Petrovic has been tested. Wow. No, sell James or Connor. Oh, gotta be honest. It's gonna be Connor. It's not gonna be James, that's for sure. But you get the gist. I think it's not even about just selling those players. It's about the intention. We're not going to respond and go and get quality, upgraded quality on top of that. We're just going to sell for pure profit, take the money, and thank you very much. So, Lee Gunner says, hi. Is he doing a watch along as well? If he is, tell him I said hi back. Big up to Lee. Newcastle corner, it's taken. Right, let's pay attention to... Oh. You see what I mean? This is happening, isn't it? It's flipping happening. It's flipping happening. It's happening again. It's happening again. I thought that was 2-1 Newcastle. I can't lie. I was like, yo, how is that? I thought someone was getting a tap in on the end of that. I mean, oh, man. You just know what's going to happen, innit? You just know what's going to happen. Oh, man. You know what makes it worse? Newcastle are now playing towards the shed end, which means that they're playing to the away fans, which means that they're going to score and then run into, like, the away fans are right there. It's just going to look... Oh. You just know what's coming. Anyway, here's Livramento. Let's see how Chelsea have reacted. Yeah, let's see how we're going to react here. Right, here's Sterling. Jackson. Foul. Free kick. Let's see how Chelsea are going to react the second half. Yeah, I'm watching this team like a hawk. What Chelsea are we getting in the second half? Ball going to be flung into the box? It is. Conor Gallagher, I think, is going to... to who? What's the plan here? Who's going to run in? No one. He's gone short. Great. All that for nothing. MoFlyGerian, thank you very much, saying a striker isn't solving anything. Hashtag dead team. I gotta be honest. I think there's so many issues now. I think there's so much damage done. Oh, man. How long is it going to take, realistically? At this rate, the way that we're going, I don't think we see anything for 5 years. 5. Minimum. JC, thank you very much, saying, we know a slapping is incoming this half, Younes. I hope not, man. I'm tired. I'm actually tired. Here come Newcastle. Tries to find the ball into Isak, and Isak's gone the other way. Disassi. Okay, it's one. Here's Caicedo. Jackson, Caicedo, Palmer. Thank you very much to Erland. Is this for a quick buck? We buy overpriced. Oh, man. We did get... Well, I wouldn't say scammed. But we did get absolutely done in terms of how much we paid. We actually did. I got to say this. Big up to Michael, right? Worst Chelsea team I've ever watched, and I'm 66. I've got to highlight that because the old school have been here for a lot longer than a lot of us, right? You're talking my dad's generation here. Oh my God, here come Newcastle. Oh, okay, we've nicked it. Here's Gusto. Let's see what we do here. Into Jackson. Palmer. And we've given the ball away. But yeah, the old school, when there's a lot of old school fans, a lot that are saying they've never seen it like this. They've been through relegation. They've been through highs and lows. They've been through the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. They went through the high point of the 70s to the low point of the 80s, relegation, promotion, then Save the Bridge, then nearly, seeing the club go bankrupt, buying the club for £1, like Stamford Bridge and the whole issue there. Like they've been through it all. Pre-Roman, few trophies, then Roman, then all the flipping joy and craziness we had with Roman. They've seen it all. And you hear a lot of the old school going, they've not seen it like this. Like, this is the worst. That says a lot. You got to listen to your elders. Got to listen to your elders. It gives you a clearer picture of the whole outlook. Some people do that learning the easy way. Some people do that learning the hard way. So, MoFlyGerian saying the girls team need to grow some beards. They will see off our season with all wins. They know what playing for Chelsea means. These players just want money. Wow. No, the women's team are class. I'll give them that. Best Sam 2009 saying, think of all the injuries like Reece James, Fofana, Lavia and Kunku with a great coach. Do you think we will have what it takes to bounce back with what we have? Who knows? Who knows? And to be honest, here's Sterling. I think you gathered from that it's a goal kick. So this is the thing. You've basically picked up all the players that are clearly injury prone. So you might be picking up a point that might never happen. So again, that goes to recruitment. Why was this not picked up? Or it goes to the methodologies that we have incorporated now. What are we doing that's hurting them so much? Because we're doing something here. No one can tell me at the moment that Chelsea are not the ones responsible for all these players getting injured. It's inside. It's in-house. It's in-house. So Thank you very much, Vertian. What is Gallagher doing at left wing? Yeah, I've got to analyse this now. 55 minutes in nearly, and it's still the same. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. Disasi, he's gone long, and it's a foul. You're right. You're actually right. You're actually right. Gallagher's on the left. Gallagher's on the left. All right, now he's coming in, and he's going to give the ball away, innit? Yep. He's giving the ball away. Oh, Newcastle giving the ball away. Here's Sterling. Sterling's going to fluff it, innit? Okay, Gallagher. Gusto. He passes behind Gusto instead of in front of Gusto. Here's Gallagher now, and he's nearly given it away. Bloody hell. Cole Palmer. Is he going to shoot? There's no room to shoot. Gallagher, ball in. Cleared. Palmer, and he's giving it away. Lovely. You know it's bad when Palmer's giving the ball away as well. No foul given. One by Gusto. Here's Gusto. Ball in, and it's cleared. Disasi. Luca, thank you very much for your super chat. I get what you mean, but let's just say the cup final. I don't think Poch told Enzo to cover Virgil at the end. They are often doing what they want, and I'm not just talking about us, I mean in general, you know. Honestly, at this rate, God knows whether it's players taking the initiative, because you have to remember the one thing here is that Poch hasn't lost the dressing room. I truly believe that. I don't feel like Poch has lost the dressing room, as in. Is it a corner? No. Ooh, out for a throw. Out for a throw. I don't feel like he's lost the dressing room. The players are playing. You can see that they're on his side. But Palmer 2-1. Okay. That was a good hit from outside of the box. Finally was shooting outside of the box. But again, it goes back to that point of the players that are showing up this season. Palmer, Gusto. Goes back to that debate we had in the first half. I think we got to... Let's stay calm. Let's stay calm. I'm going to go back to the point very, very briefly. But again, it kind of supports what I was saying. Players are playing for Poch. They are. I don't feel like he's lost the dressing room. And this is a clear example. Palmer gets the shot in, takes it, bottom corner. It's a good hit. And it's 2-1. Again, Dubravka. Again, it was a good shot, but... So you see what I mean? This is where it's a different situation. So what you mentioned earlier, the super chat, Luca, saying that you think some players are just making the decision by themselves. Maybe in a time where there's not enough tactical instruction, maybe they're winging it. Yeah, and I've said this previous that they're winging it. But Poch is also winging it. Do you know what I mean? So... Or what he's instructing is so basic. So... Sterling is in. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Sterling is in. It has to be. It's not going to be, is it? It's not. It's Sterling. It's Sterling. Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I'm sorry, yeah? I'm the gaffer. He's coming off right now. He's coming off right now. If that's me, you're off. It's not even the first time this season he's done that. We all remember what happened, yeah, when he didn't square it to, was it Jackson? We remember? Yeah. Nitesh, thank you very much. Saying, I could be wrong. I think some of the players are faking injuries to avoid games in the current situation. Can the player say I'm injured and somehow convince the med staff to declare him injured? Not really. You could try and do that, but you'd maybe get one game off. 1, because there's enough tech to check if you're actually hurt. That's how assessments are done. You can say I'm in pain. That might be able to save you from 1 game, but after that, the medical department will know. This is too much to know. So, Houseboat, thank you very much, saying I'm so happy that goal didn't come from cross and inshallah. You absolutely nailed that. Nailed it. We should be 3-1 up. We actually should be 3-1 up. Which is surprising considering we're talking about the second half here. But this is where we have to also... we've done it again. We scored early in the first half. We scored early in the second half. Now it's about what we do for the next 35 minutes. Or 30 minutes plus stoppage time. So... But yeah, if it's me, Sterling's coming off. I'm sorry. Sterling's coming off. Anyway, here's Palmer. T. McIntosh, thank you very much, saying eject Sterling into orbit. Wow. You really don't want to see him. You're not a fan. Right, let's see what happens for the next half hour, like I've said. Goal kick to Newcastle, free kick. Taken short. He's gone back to Dubravka. Keith, thank you very much for your super chat, saying, do you think if Poch starts calling the shots and is backed from the owners, things will change long term, like when Jose told Roman to get Drogba? I honestly believe if there was a manager that had some authority, right, that stuck to his guns and the owners embraced that and allowed at least leeway on what the manager wants to implement, then things would improve. But that's not what's happening here. I feel like we've got owners that are dictating and we're getting managers in that are just going to comply. Or they're just going to go along with it. And that's a problem. Because then the managers are limited. And all the top managers, all the top guns have enough reputation for them to be able to know that they should be calling the shots. They are, let's say, they're alpha enough to know that they are the ones that have to decide, and it's proven and they've got it in their heads that they know exactly what they decide works. So, yeah, this is where you get clashes, and this is where I think Thomas Tuchel's out the door immediately. So, Unfortunate Fool, thank you very much, saying, I remember when an Arsenal fan warned me about this ownership and I bragged about the Champions League. Look at us now. Yeah, it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. Newcastle fan in the chat. Hawela lads. It's funny. I've got a couple of Geordie friends, diehard Newcastle fans. Great bunch, great people. I love the Geordies. But yeah, sorry. We're going to have to spoil your little... well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that yet. I mean, maybe at full time. We'll see if we get there. "64 minutes. Chelsea 2, Newcastle 1. I'll be honest, this is where I would be entertaining substitutions. But anyway, here's Cucurella into nobody. Brilliant. Best Sam 2095 saying our most experienced player is the worst decision maker. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Very true. Newcastle now trying to move the ball. They're in. On the right-hand side, our left. And it's good recuperation by Caicedo. Dan Burn comes in and no one's competing with Dan Burn in the air. No one. Absolutely no one. Gusto to Disasi. Back to Petrovic, who goes long. Erland again, thank you very much, saying Adam Sandler at our game featuring this comedy. Is he there? I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, no, I would be surprised. The Oscars was last night, wasn't it? How did he get to the bridge this quickly? Straight to watch a game, like Todd Bowley's private jet, perhaps. Eddie Howe monitoring the situation. He's thinking on what to do. Cucurella out for a throw. 66 minutes in. Still no sub. Caicedo, little yank there. Come on, Caicedo, man. Come on. That's the one thing with Caicedo that I despise, is that he concedes these stupid fouls that allows the opposition now to be in a situation to score a set piece. It's like, why? Why? There was no need. Really no need. Almiron or Murphy? Murphy, ball in. He won that header over Disasi. Wow, was that Dan Burn? He's down. Yeah, Dan Burn. He's still down. What's wrong with him? He must have landed awkward or something. Okay. Substitutions being made by Newcastle. 2 players are coming on. I predict it's going to be Barnes and sorry, not Barnes. What am I saying? Not Barnes. Who's going to come on? Maybe Lewis Miley? No, it's Krath and Anderson. Dan Burn coming off. Blimey. He must be hurt. He must be hurt. Don Paul Jr., thank you very much. And Almiron. He's not had a good game, to be fair. Do you prefer we fire Poch and hire De Zerbi, or we exchange Poch for Erik ten Hag? None. Count me out. Count me out. Honestly. Mudryk, please tell me Sterling's coming off. Please. Surely. Ball into Caicedo. Caicedo over the top. Play on. Jackson into Sterling. Doesn't know where he's going. Oh. It hurts. It hurts seeing you. It hurts seeing Sterling like this. It hurts. It hurts. It's just, it can't be possible. Please tell me it's Sterling coming off. Phew. Okay. Poch, well done. Yeah, Sterling, mate, get off the pitch. Get off the pitch, mate. I guarantee. Is there some booze? There must be some booze, isn't it? Mudryk, all right, this is your time to try and shine. I got to be honest. I actually think we might get more out of Mudryk than we did out of Sterling. I got to be real here. So, ball over the top for Newcastle, and it's going out for a goal kick. It's not gone out. It has gone out. It has gone out. It has gone out. It has gone out. So 20 minutes left, plus stoppage time. What's going on? The ref wants to... Is he booking Petrovic? Or he told him to wait. No, yeah, Petrovic has been booked. Time wasting? Really? Okay, here's Mudryk. Little 1-2. Okay, and again. Okay, Jackson, Palmer. Okay. And Palmer, mate, you waited about 1.5 years to make that decision. We've given the ball away. Here come Newcastle. Here come Newcastle. Still on the left-hand side. Good tackle, Caicedo. Play on. What do you mean? Nah, that's not that's a yellow. Come on. I would say his foul from before was a yellow. This one wasn't. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, Caicedo's reckless. But to be fair, I think he should have been booked before. There was that yank that he pulled the arm of I forgot who. That in and of itself should have been a yellow. Caicedo is very... What's the word? He gets into trouble too much, man. He makes some crazy fouls and it puts us in danger. Every time, it's always a foul that puts us in danger. Now it's a set piece. It always gives the opportunity for the opposition to score from a set piece. Always. Good defending by Mudryk. It's out for a corner though. Corner ball Newcastle. Arm of Isak. That was it. Yes. So, ball in from Murphy. Hits Mudryk. Ball in again. Straight to Petrovic. Keith, thank you very much. Saying, are we going to follow a Man United Arsenal blueprint as they have US owners? I feel Bowley should look at Liverpool. I was going to say Livramento. Liverpool, as they are owned by US conglomerate too. No. I mean, yes. I think our situation is so unique. You know? I actually feel like we've got the worst of the bunch. Even taking the Glazers into consideration, and they've been horrible. But I feel like we're going down this like new... Newcastle on the right-hand side, trying to get some space to cross the ball in. Gallagher tries to close down, ball into the box, back post. And it's at Gusto. And it's given away, and oh my God. Enzo, what was... Oh, man. I think Enzo's lost his head too today. I think he's not had a good game whatsoever. "15 minutes remaining, plus stoppage time. Newcastle played that really well. Onto the right-hand side, another ball into the box. They're now starting to rely on those crosses. There's space. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Jackson. Jackson on the left. Palmer's in there. No. Gallagher. Mudryk. It has to be Mudryk. Oh my God, he's gone round the keeper. It's 3-1. Oh, Mudryk is here. Oh, Sterling's in the mud. Oh, Mudryk. I think that's game, set and match. Mudryk. That was a good goal. Jackson on the left-hand side. I thought he was gonna square it all the way to Palmer, but Mudryk's literally gone in between two, then around the keeper, then slots it in with the defender. I mean, it's a great goal. It's a great goal. Look, that's initiative. He took initiative, and fair play, Mudryk. That's cheeky. That is cheeky. He read the keeper as well. You can see his eyes. He read the keeper. That's what we want to see from Mudryk. That's what we want to see. I got to be honest now. I think Sterling's mudded. Especially, at least for the next game. Sterling's mudded. And Jackson off the left-hand side, again, showing why maybe he's better up on the left-hand side. Newcastle now trying to salvage something. Doesn't look like it's happening. No, don't. Guys, don't. I knew it. I knew people were going to start saying that. No. No one start saying Hazard 2.0, please. No. Mudryk needs to do this for a whole season, and then we can start talking about, is he on the same route as Hazard was? But until then, don't. Please. You're speaking about Eden Hazard. Come on. Who, by the way, received some sort of a display in Lille. Very, very nice little tribute, and he was there for that, so that was good to see. We should do the same. Daniel saying, well, now we know Mudryk is not starting next match. Nah, be honest. After this, he should be starting the next game. 100%. Ahead of Sterling, for sure. Aaron saying, just popped in to see your reaction to the goal. Thank you, President Mudryk. Honestly, like I said, I think Sterling is mudded. Someone put Schürrle 2.0. No, Schürrle was quality, man. Schürrle was class. I like Schürrle. Schürrle done exactly what was said on the tin. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got Schürrle, you knew what you was getting from Schürrle, he gave you Schürrle. That's basically it. But no, honestly, fair play to Mudryk because he took initiative with that goal. He made it happen. You guys in the comments are having me on. Someone said Maluda 2.0. Bloody hell. Auto Dynasty, car sales, thank you very much. Can we agree just for Mudryk to get a start? What must he do? Yeah, I agree. Next game should be, the next game's Leicester. Mudryk on the left-hand side, or Mudryk on the pitch and Sterling not on the pitch, basically. Dan the Man's 966, thank you very much. Joined the start in 11, thank you very much. Yes, drinking Aquapana's finest. Miley Cyrus is now coming on. Miley. Willock and Guimaraes are off. Lewis Miley and White now coming on the pitch. So 10 minutes to go, 3-1 up, happy days. I feel like today is going to be all about Mudryk. Has to be. Has to be. I'm very happy to see a goal like that. Do you know what I mean? From a player like Mudryk, it's expected of him to be of that sort of quality. And up until now, it's just not been looking like it's there whatsoever. But this goal has definitely injected some possible hope going forward into what Mudryk might be able to start doing game in, game out. You know, hopefully. I've got to say though, this is an analysis that I feel like needs to be questioned. Saud saying Younes, the Saudi fan's name is pronounced Shargi, not Sharji. Okay, Shargi. Do you want me to bring out the Arab accent in that? Shargi. Ben Lowry, thank you very much, saying, mate, what did I say before? Need Mudryk. What I want to say, people calling Lewis Miley Mini-Minter 2.0 or Chris MD. Yeah, probably more Chris MD. Mudryk is you're talking about Mudryk, yeah, MM7. Okay, I get it. Or MM10 in this instance. But with Mudryk, the way that he went in to score that goal was, again, through the middle. Do you guys feel like he is best suited to be in the attacking mid position and not out on the wing? It's like I put him in my preview yesterday, I put Mudryk in the 10. And I thought of that because I thought Gallagher wasn't going to be available. Now, that meant Sterling was going to be on the pitch. But, again, Mudryk came on and immediately showing, what's the word? Initiative. But down that middle, where we tend to lack a lot. So could he actually play in the 10? That's the question. Thank you very much to Dan the Man. Let's go. Come on, Chelsea. And Shashir, thank you very much, saying Jackson is Drogba too. No, get out. And that's coming from someone that said that at one time. Get out. Beldin Love saying Sterling, time to go Saudi, mate. I think so. Digital Arts, Happy Gilmore is at the bridge tonight. Absolutely. See, Mudryk going down the middle again, trying to ask for the ball there. Maybe we found something here. Maybe. You know what this is going to do, though? This is going to cement the need to sell Gallagher come the summer. You know? I feel like... Let's see. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. The next game against Leicester, I would be playing Mudryk in the 10. I feel like that's best. And to be honest, I would want to play Jackson on the left, but the problem is we ain't got another striker. Newcastle trying to get something from this game now. It's not looking like it's happening, but Ben Laurie again saying, I said Mudryk needs to look at the 10. He has more ability through the middle. You saw that flick on the past defender. Palmer right wing. at the 10. Jackson striker. I'd want Cassidy. Wow, Cassidy is alive. He's actually here. We kept him to stop him from going on loan, and he's coming on for Palmer. Why? 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 To add another midfielder? We want to try and shut the game down for midfield? We've been there before. It's just not going to work that way, is it? I'd keep Palmer on the pitch. I'd keep the shape as it is. I really would keep the shape as it is. I feel like he's changing the shape now. We've got Enzo, Caicedo and Cassidy as the midfield three. Ball in. Lucky we got a 2-goal lead though. With a 2-goal lead, you can definitely experiment this a little more. But Auto Dynasty saying Mudryk in the 10. Yes, let's give it 2 games. He keeps drifting into the 10 and looking dangerous. This is the thing. I feel like we got Leicester next. Hang on, let's see what our fixtures are. We've got Leicester next, and then we've got Arsenal's postponed. Burnley at home after the international break. So, happy days. Save Chelsea Football Club. Thank you very much. Good username. Hey Younes, would you... Oh, come on. No. I wouldn't go near. I would try and find another way to get Jose and Roman back to the club. Matt, I'd gamble on Washington in the middle. Oh yeah, we got Washington. I forgot he existed. Oh, you know what? Yeah, screw it. No, at this point, screw it. Jackson on the left, Washington up front, Mudryk in the 10, Palmer on the right. We're good to go. That's what I would do against Leicester. The next preview, that's the 11 you're getting. Sorted. I forgot Washington existed. We bought Washington from Brazil for 20 million and we've not even seen him. Like, screw it. Play him. He's a striker, right? Play him. Let's see what happens. Daniel saying good game. Jackson is like Drogba 0.25. Oh man. It was a normal comment that came and went. But anyway. Well, minute 88, 3-1, happy days, we're good. Nice win. Mudryk takes the headlines. And I think we start looking to Leicester in the FA Cup. And we start looking at a possible, at least one possible solution incorporated into the team. At least. You know? One adjustment that might actually be coming off better than what we've been using up until this point. So... And the cup game is a quarter-final. So we win that, we go to Wembley, obviously semi-final. And then obviously we got to play the big boys after that. It's tough. I still don't think we'd be able to go all the way. But I will take a little welcome adjustment to make us at least a little bit better than how we've been playing and how we've been setting up. If it means we've unlocked something in a possibility... that Mudryk can now play the 10, or, you know, we do something in that aspect, then fair enough. We'll go from there. It doesn't change the overall outlook, I feel. It doesn't. But it's something. It's something. And it might help contribute to goals. Because that's definitely one area, oh my God, Cucurella got sold a dream. Oh my God, what a goal. Oh my God, what a goal. And it's 89, about to hit 90 minutes. Oh no. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh my God. What a hit that was. Cucurella. Flipping hell. How many minutes? 6. Oh my God. You see, this is Chelsea Football Club. Now, for the next 6 minutes, we got to have proper squeaky bum time, aren't we? We got to properly be here, be like, oh my God, what's about? Look, he's sticking on another midfielder. He's taken Jackson off to stick on another midfielder now. You can tell Poch is absolutely bricking it. We've got no striker on the pitch. Chukwuemeka's now on. We've got a 4-man midfield. And clearly that didn't stop Newcastle from scoring the second. So, oh my God, no. I've gone from super calm to super nervous real quick. Real quick. Oh my God, Newcastle throw. Four and a half minutes left. 4.5. Okay. Here's Chukwuemeka. And he's lost it. Great. I'm bricking it. I'm absolutely now. I'm honestly with 4 minutes left, and I'm just like, oh my God. I don't even know what to say. Erlen, thank you very much, saying, remember Carney versus West Ham. He's got it. Yeah, he's got it. Maybe not today, though. Here come Newcastle. Ball in. Petrovic. We just need to... Yeah, go to the ground. Just stay there. Stay down. Stay down. We don't need that. We don't need to play anymore. Just stay down. 3 minutes left. This is typical Chelsea. This is typical modern day Chelsea. We just have to take it to the last minute, don't we? We can never see the game out. We just can't. We always need to take it to the very last possible moment where something could happen. It's just... Why? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why? 2.5 to go. Out of the back. You know what's crazy? Funnily enough, this has actually turned into a high-scoring game. That's one thing I got right today. Okay. 1.5 minutes left. Well, 1 minute left. Plus a bit. Can we keep the ball for a minute? Just keep the ball for a minute. There's Mudryk. Keep the ball. Yellow card for Mudryk for simulation. Wow. Oh, no. It's a free kick. Oh, cool. If there's a free kick, great. Oh, we got this. Yeah, we got this. I thought it was a Newcastle free kick. Yeah, it's done. It's got to be. We're about to hit 96. It's got to be done. 20 seconds left. Enzo to the corner flag. Newcastle throw. Thank you very much, Auto Dynasty. Chelsea need to pay for our heart meds, honestly. We definitely a bit nervous towards the end, but glad to see Chuku. Mudryk takes the headlines, but man of the match for me is Gusto. Yeah, you got a point. Except for that one mistake he made, but overall, like I said, he is probably man of the match. You could argue him and Palmer, again, to be fair. Oh my God, Chalobah, don't do something stupid. Newcastle throw. Ball in. Goal kick. Goal kick. It's done. It's a win. And breathe, people, and breathe. There we are. Job done. Incredible. Right, we got a win. Happy days. It went down all the way to the flipping end, but we got a win. So I'm going to jump on the review. I'm going to mention everything that we've seen. I think the headlines, like I said, is going to be Mudryk and a couple of the other players who had good games today. And overall, the way that we ended with the Heart Attack FC, as always, it's got to be mentioned. So make sure you guys are there. That is a 6-pointer. And it means that we do end up going into nowhere. We're still 11th. All that, we're still 11th. But we're a point behind Newcastle with a game in hand. So if we were to win the game in hand, we can probably jump into 9th. You could say 8th, but we need to score a lot of goals, and I really don't think we'll do that. So, anyway, that's that. So, thank you all so much. I will see all of you on the review. Thank you to everyone that's contributed, that's watched, that's been on Watch Along from start to finish. Thank you very much. And everyone that joined in between, thank you all so much too. And I will catch all of you on the review very shortly. Be there. Have a good one, people. In a bit. See you. Take care.